Welcome back, folks, to Let's Replay Stonekeep, and when last we left off, we found quite a lot of useful things. We found a keyring that we can put all of our keys on. We found a water skin that we can use to collect some of the water from the Fountain of Thera. And we also found and rescued Farley Malistone, who is looking for his brother Domba against his elder's wishes. We may encounter Domba in our travels in the future. But for now, we're going to continue exploring, as there are more places that we can use our keys to unlock, like this door, and let's see, and this here. This is locked, and we're definitely going to be unlocking that. We could also unlock this as well. For now, we're going to move forward. We may even throw ourselves in that pit. After all, we do need to see what's down there, and the only way to see what's down there is to go this way, and press that switch. I'm sure Farley won't agree with this strategy, but hey, there might be awesome loot. Let's just press this here, and there is a pit once more. Down we go! We took a fair amount of damage there, and this is a tiny room with nothing in it. Apparently, we're in the sewers beneath Stonekeep now, even though we aren't. Let's just use this and open up the way to head back up. Down here is one skeleton. Somebody definitely didn't make it hiding down here. And up we go. Up here is a small area with a single switch and one skeleton. The skeleton of which the skull probably belonged to. We'll just destroy this and have a look at where we need to go. We need to go over there. Stepping here, we'll close this area off. And if the slime was here, the slime would get 1 or 2 free attacks on you. In general, you really don't want to fall down that pit. But that's okay, because at least the game puts you on this side so that you can get rid of the pit and backtrack if you need to. That said, there are a number more illusionary walls that we can use to get around quite easily. We want to go and unlock here. Unlocking here is very important. Down we go! There are barely any enemies left on this floor we can quite safely explore. Alright, we'll use this. That will unlock this way. We want to have a look at this warning.
Mages study. Do not enter.
Excellent. We definitely want to enter. And here is our first pressure plate. What do we use to weigh this down? Anything we want. Oh look, free arrows. We like free arrows, don't we? Excellent. There are a lot of them. These are very obvious pressure plates. You really don't want to walk onto these because you'll take a lot of damage. And here's another one. Even more free arrows. The game does not know what it's doing. It's making us even more deadly. Marvelous. We'll just grab these as well. Any more? No. That's fine, because we'll go here. Even more free arrows. Marvelous. We'll just grab all of them. And the arrows do not weigh down the pressure plate. It does make sense, otherwise the trap would be quite useless. Imagine one arrow weighing it down, and then you could just walk over it. But no, we need to use the axe, or any heavy item really. Excellent. Maybe this one has more than 6 arrows in it. The answer is no. Let's move on, shall we? Here is yet another one. The game says, are you tired of this? No? Excellent. Have even more arrows. We have loads of them. This is also a good way for the game to give you loads of arrows so that you can do ranged combat when you get a bow. We haven't yet found a bow. I think we finally got past all of those.
If you've come this far, you've come too far. Vicarious.
I think we've read something from Vicarious before. We're going to unlock this. We have the key, and have a look at what's over here. There's a slime. Unfortunately, the slime is in such a position where we can't really attack it. So we're just going to back away and see if that does a good enough job at getting the slime to relocate. Orb of Afri, show me what I need to see. The enemy has indeed moved. How handy. Let's equip the axe and very quickly go in there. Where is that axe? Is it up here? It's up here. Marvellous. Very quickly we need to move into here and throw this, and we did not throw it. That is unfortunate because there is another slime ahead of us. We fortunately have arrows that will most likely do a very good job of taking care of this slime. And unfortunately not, which is bad because this one is now here. We need to throw that and very quickly grab this and then throw the axe. Hopefully the axe will be sufficient. It was! Excellent. That was a little bit precarious, but it did work. We want to grab that and use the axe for when this slime decides to come this way. There's a lot of really good stuff in here that we need to find. Where is that slime? You're waiting there. That's fine, because we can just throw this at you. You're going to go over there, are you? That makes it a little bit more complicated to hit you, but that's okay, because that will happen, and you will perish. You really don't want to stay there when Farley can just throw something at you, and we can break that for no reason. There are a number of things that we can grab in that chest, but we're going to go over here first and have a look at all of these scrolls. These scrolls are important.
With the addition of the mana circle to my studies, I can proceed with my experiments into the source of magical energies. How do these circles recharge mana? Must research.
Well, that's the game telling us that the circle we saw on the floor recharges mana. That's a good thing to know. What about this?
I use this rune to ignite the fire. Do not point this magic at someone, as it can be very dangerous. Then, take the pot with...
We're definitely going to be pointing that magic at someone. Our first magical rune, which gives us our first spell. We also have this one as well.
The use of this rune can help minor wounds of the flesh. This curing rune does not heal disease or poison, nor can it restore the dead to life. True healers help all, regardless of race or faith.
We have a healing spell. Marvellous. We're going to be using that quite a bit. Don't throw that, Drake. That scroll was very helpful. We're going to have to go to our journal, go to our rune section, and write a description. Because the game doesn't give you a description. This is a fire rune. Note that it's a manish rune. There are different kinds of rune. And this is a healing rune. Very useful runes to know. Let's destroy these, because there may be something else here. Anything here? No. Anything here? No. What about here? We need to check all of the walls in here. There might be something that's very valuable, and we'll miss it if we don't check. I think there's definitely something valuable in here somewhere. Alright, nothing there. What about here? Nothing there either. Here, no. Here, also, no. And there is that circle. We also can't back away from this unless we are facing in that particular direction. Nothing there, nothing there, nothing here, and nothing there. Or is there? Aha! Here is a runestaff. The first runestaff in the game. If we use the right mouse button here, it brings up the staff, and we really want to use this staff quite often. What we want to do right now, though, is open this, and get this scroll.
Send Orson payment for the mana circle.
I'm sure we will, at some point. What about this? A healing potion. This is also a potion, and here's another potion. And nothing else. That's fine, because we got a lot of really nice things there. Let's use these runes. I think if we right-click here, it will bring that up, and when we left-click this, we can then inscribe it there. And we want to inscribe this one here. Now we have a healing spell, and we have an offensive spell. Very useful. Let's actually use it, shall we? If we bring this up, we can then use the healing spell to heal ourselves. And you'll notice that this will grow more dim when we start running out of mana. We're going to run out of mana quite quickly with this staff. Everyone is fully healed, and just for doing that, we gained some magic. It really doesn't take long to get your first point of magic. And that will fully restore all of our mana. In, I think, all of the staffs that we're currently holding, or maybe even all of them. We don't want to have this equipped right now, though. We want to have our shield ready. Alright, we've explored all of that, but there's still there that we need to go into. And there's also that we need to unlock. There are also a few minor things that we can find while we're up here, and we might find them. Let's go and have a look, shall we? We can go this way. Is there anything down this corridor that's rather sneaky, like a hidden area? There might be. The game might do that. There isn't one there, and there isn't one here. Maybe I'll find that later. Either way, we will go back the way we came, ignore all the sounds of us stepping on pressure plates because they're currently not doing anything, and leave. Nothing here? Nothing here. Okay, where else do we need to have a look? We can have a look in here, and we can also open up that. Why not, eh? Let's go and do that. North we go. And I do believe there is a wall that we can walk through pretty soon. There's one there. There's also one here, I think. Quite a handy wall. We might be using that at some point. North we go. And we're at full health, which is always nice. We'll head this way and around, and hopefully there'll be something really nice in this room. There might be. I hope it's a piece of armor, because we could really do with a better piece of armor. What is in here? The answer is, there is one slime enemy. Is that all there is in there? We really need to check with the orb first, because we don't want to run in there and find a second slime. The orb says that that slime is now leaving. That slime is foolish. You shouldn't have left there. Because now I can throw this at you. Aha! Come this way! You fool! You had potions. That's really handy. Could always do with some more potions. Let's just have a look in here. There might be something in here of particular value. There might be, because so far I don't see anything. Ah, there is a scroll. We could always do with a scroll or two. What is this scroll?
Interesting.
Send Trader Harrick to Dwarven Clan Hall to get replacement drain switch cylinders. Our old cylinders are faulty. Harrick will examine sewer control doors after returning from the dwarves. Maybe those cylinders will still be useful to us. Maybe. And maybe we could destroy all of these chairs. Maybe. Aha! What is this? A gem. Always nice to find another gem. I think, however, we have found all that we can find here, at least for now. So I'm going to unlock this and unlock that as well. There's also that door. We could unlock that door. That's a good idea. Might as well have a look. And this is an illusionary wall. A very handy one, too. We want to go this way, down this corridor, and see what foe lies in this location. Hopefully, no foes at all, and lots of awesome loot. Okay, that may be some wishful thinking. Unlock this and have a look inside. There is one single Chaga. I do not trust that there is only one. I can imagine the Chaga being a little puzzled that we close the door and then step away. Is there only one? The answer is, there are 3. There are definitely 3. So let's get an arrow, or 2, or 5 ready. Step in here, and throw this at you. And then I'll throw this at you. If you're not going to do anything, I'm just going to throw things at you. You are dead. If we step round this corner, we'll get attacked by the 2 that are there. So we'll just do that, and then step away, and throw that at you, and we might have time to throw one here. We did not. Combat! Fortunately, we are very well equipped and quite well armed, so the Chaga really didn't stand a chance. Also, there was a lock on this side too, so they could have locked the door behind them. I think they did. Let's have a look at what's in here. Aha! What I was looking for! Chainmail. There's also a healing potion. And another healing potion. And that's it. But hey, we're fully equipped with chainmail now. We are very well prepared for what lies beyond, and at the same time, not well prepared at all, because it's very tricky, the area beyond. We could go and unlock that door. It seems like a good idea to do so. Let's actually go and do that. We're not going to be using that door, but unlocking it seems like a very good idea. I believe it is, need to turn to the east here, and then south, and then unlock this door. Here we go. We'll just, get that key ring. I believe we have the key to unlock it, and we do. That's a great sound to hear. Let's go a little bit further forward. And a little bit further forward. Those are the stairs down that lead to the sewers. There's also another set of stairs that lead to the sewers, and we're going to be using those stairs first, because they are far more useful. Let's go to those ones. It's going to be a little bit of a walk, but I'm sure we'll be fine. Actually, it's barely a walk at all if we use the illusionary walls. We'll go this way, ignore here, and then head in this direction. And eventually we'll find a bit of wall, which we'll just walk through. A very handy bit of wall at that. I believe it is here. Through here? Oh wait, it's not here. Turns out I've walked a little bit too far. And I can imagine Drake and Farley just sort of feeling at the walls there, trying to find an illusion that isn't there. Silly you! It was in the other location. Let us go and drink. There we go. And we will use the water skin that we have to get some of this water. We can only get 5 doses, but that is a lot of healing. And it's rechargeable. That's the important thing. You could, in theory, every time you get seriously hurt, go back to there and go and heal up for free, and then recharge, and then refill that for free, and just keep healing. It does take a long time, though. But hey, you have nothing but time. We can unlock this, which leads to this small corridor. And this small corridor leads to the stairs down to the sewers. We're going to be going into the sewers, briefly, but we're going to be going there. Because we need to go there. Alright, in we go. Into the sewers.
These are the sewers of Stonekeep. It is said that the dwellers above use these caverns as a water source.
What else?
My people built a drain and dam system to maintain the water level.
That knowledge might come in useful. Watch your step.
Saying to watch your step is also a clue. You can come down here without Farley. I don't know why you'd want to, because you really, really want Farley here. We're currently in the top part of the sewers. We need to explore everywhere we can, and this place is partially flooded. We may be able to sort that later, but for now, we can't. We can still use the Orb of Afri here. There is a minor problem. It just splooshes into the water. But it does reveal what we need to see. Like, for instance, that there are enemies nearby. We actually don't want to go in this entrance. We want to go in the other entrance. There is an entrance to the south that is a lot better. There are 2 distinct areas of the sewers. There is the northern area and the southern area, and I thought that going through this one would bring us to the other area. Turns out I was mistaken. We actually want to go into that one there. The one that's a little further away. And so we go through here, and we go back to that area that I unlocked before and said, hey, I'm not going to go through there, because going through there means that we'd be in some bother. Well, guess what? We're going to be in bother no matter which one of these we go through, because they're all terrible. But one of them leads to a southern area, and the other one leads to a northern area. And ideally we want to go to the southern area first. No particular reason, except one. Let's go down here. And if we check the map, we should now be here, and this is a much better place to be. Let's do a little bit of exploring, shall we? And be very careful. Very careful. Any enemies nearby? The answer is yes. There is one enemy nearby. We want to find that enemy. Guess what? This enemy is not going to reveal itself until we get a little bit closer.
Greetings again, mortal.
What do you want this time, Wahuka?
Once again, I grant thee the key to your future in return for a small favor. Bring me the heads of 3 men long dead.
Do it yourself, Gobbo.
Bah, not in this miserable wet corner of hell.
Farley really doesn't like Wahuka. We're just going to mark that Wahuka is here, because we are going to want to give Wahuka 3 skulls of men long dead. It's the reason why we've been holding on to every single skull that we've found. Also, a nice little touch here. This mirror has us partially submerged. That's quite neat. Remember the serpents there that we were facing? Do you think the serpents might be far more deadly in a level that's partially submerged in water? Yes. Yes, they are far more deadly. And when we come back, folks, we'll begin to explore the sewers beneath Stonekeep. And unfortunately, we're going to be fighting a lot of serpents, and we won't get much warning that they're there. And when we do get warning, we won't get much of an opportunity to hit them before they get up close. This is where the game gets a fair bit more difficult. But there are 2 of us. Hopefully, we'll be able to take care of it. And we do have magic, just in case we need to use that. And so, I'll catch you next time, folks, for when we come back, the sewers beneath Stonekeep. And I'll catch you next time, and I'll see you then. Later.